We are doing Tripura Rahasyam chapter 2 verse 35. How can there be happiness anywhere for those men bitten by the black serpent of obligatory tasks? For as for those whose bodies have been overcome by the flames of a dreadful poison. Next, verse 36. See the world becoming senseless and blind by contact with the poison of obligatory tasks. It does not know the practice which is of the nature of its own well-being. Now, here is the twist. Obligatory tasks are like a burden. You feel burdensome. Oh, I have to perform these obligatory tasks. I have to go to the market and buy vegetables. I have to take care of the baby. I have to take care of this parent. I don't know why this parent is coming and staying with me. You got what I am saying? Or I wish I didn't have this child, I don't have to pay his fees and all that. What? I am forced to take up a job because there is no money at home. When you look at all these things as obligation, as you are forced to do something, then these tasks become poison for you. Because you are attaching something to them. In the previous verse, I was telling you obligatory tasks have to be performed in a detached manner. There is no getting away from it. Now, Dattatreya is explaining, if these obligatory tasks become a pain for you, when you feel, why do I have to do all these things? I have seen households where there is a husband and a wife, and there might be children also. They will pile up the vessels like a mountain. Vessels are piled up. The rooms are never done. The beds are never removed. The shoes are lying hither and thither. The whole house is in a mess. In the office also they are doing the same thing. When their boss says, I want this work done by the evening, yeah. And when evening comes, oh, I was doing that other thing, it is taking me a lot of time. That other person, you appointed that new person, he has made so many mistakes. Have you heard these lines before? Blaming other people for the mistakes, and that is why I couldn't do this job. Oh, that is why you couldn't do the job. Even in my class, I give you certain tasks to do. The best amongst you will finish the task on that day itself and submit it. The people who are least interested, I don't understand anything. I have no idea how this is done. This is very difficult for me. When you consider this as a burden, then he says, it is like a black serpent for those whose bodies have been overcome by this dreadful poison. Imagine you are doing something like that. Why are you doing this? Is it important to give reasons? Is it important to say, I don't know the subject? Is it important to say, I have never read this or I have never understood this? Well, very simply, people give this reasoning, I have never done this subject in my life before. Well, let me give you an understanding. Right from childhood till what age you are, so many things have happened which you never knew you were supposed to do. But are you doing them? You got married. Anybody gave you an idea about what is going to happen? When you had a child, somebody gave you an idea? No. Nobody told you, but you are forced to do it, isn't it? What is the price of a nappy? Nobody told you, your mother never told you, your father never told you, the world never told you. But when you go out in the marketplace, you are supposed to know that. And as a good parent, you are going to go and negotiate the price and you will find it at the lowest possible price. Isn't that what you will end up doing? Think about it. So you have done things in your life which you could have otherwise said, I don't know anything about it. I have a lot of people who will point blank look at me and say, I have never done this in my life. What do you mean by I have never done this in your life? Even if you have not done, go study, go do it. Even today there are people who will come and ask me, Guruji, how is this to be done? Can you please? Now I have told them already 5 days ago and 6 days ago, a person will come and ask me, Guruji, how this to be done? You have Google, huh? You have ChatGPT, you have Bing, you have all these other apps. Go search and do it. Best place to learn it practically is YouTube. Knock knock, YouTube. Go do, learn over there. Don't say I don't know how this is done. In YouTube, practical demonstration is given. Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, and they show it on the computer, on the screen. So you consider this task as an obligatory task, and then the black serpent of obligatory task is not going to give you happiness at all. Because if I have to ask you, why didn't you do? You want to bite me. You know, you are the black serpent. Black serpent is there, full of poison. Even the Guruji, they will never live. Why? Because I am telling you, do this. And you have not done. Why you have not done? Reasons, 100 reasons. And after giving reasons, if I put my foot on your tail, what happens? Psst. For what reason? You don't have to bite me. I am doing this for your own good. So here Tripura is also the same. Everything is happening for the good. See, the world becomes senseless and blind by contact with the poison of obligatory tasks. It's like a poison of obligatory tasks. You feel that's the worst thing on planet Earth that you have to do. I have to study so much. Your child is learning trigonometry or calculus or something like that. And I don't know, you might have, forgotten your calculus 20 years ago. Okay? My God, what is calculus? What is trigonometry? I don't know how statistics is done, how to find this. Can you understand this? The child comes home with one stupid homework. Okay? Find the distance between point A and point B. You know how many children come with this kind of thing. And they come home and they ask, Mummy, can you please tell me how this is done? You didn't learn in school. Your teacher never taught you? What kind of teachers do you have? You know the reason why she is saying so? She's seen the problem and she herself doesn't know the answer. It is so common, very common. Put the blame on the teacher. The teacher is not there to teach all these things. It is the child's duty and it's the mother and the father's duty to teach everything to the child. Please remember this. Why are you thinking that the teacher is supposed to teach? Some few months back, one very strange incident was happening. Okay. So we were talking, I was talking to two kids, I was telling them how rabbits are. Because kids love to see, and hear about all these things. So I was telling them about rabbits. And I was saying, rabbits are like this. They are very furry creatures. We want to have one rabbit at home. Very nice. Rabbits are the cleanest creatures on earth. How is that? They don't poop. And if they poop, they eat their own poop. Is that so? Yeah. So when I was telling these kids, they were feeling revolted. But this is the truth about science. Learn about it. Who made the pyramids? Children have this quest for knowledge, quest for information, quest for things. And today's kids, I'm sorry to say this, But today's kids are interested in partying. I don't know, they think of themselves as Archie comics, you know. You seen Archie? They want to become Veronica and Archie and all those people. Nobody wants to become Dilton. Nobody. Why? Because that fellow has got big, glasses and he's always studying. And you have kids who want to go and party, who want to enjoy their life, and parents encourage that. Parents themselves are duffers and they are making their children a bigger duffer than them. And they think it is their obligatory task, you know. I want my kid to enjoy life. Think about it. I want my kid to enjoy life. Every party they should attend. They should go for, parties in school, parties in the colony, parties in this place, parties in that place. Surely they are going to Harvard. I am sorry, from no angle are they going to cross even the boundaries of your own state. They are going to become the biggest duffers of all. Parents have to encourage their children to go and do something with their life. Okay, play, give them some time to play, but the rest of it has to be in increasing the knowledge. What knowledge do they have? Whatever is taught in the school, you think the school is teaching you knowledge? No, it is the parents' guidance which makes them grow. Please understand this. The way of going ahead is to be the best version. And here, when a person feels it's an obligatory task, oh, I have to go home and I have to teach my children. You are not making it fun. And when 2 slaps have to be given, please give. I am an Indian. I recommend this. You can't send them outside going and playing all the time, going for parties. They will be doing drugs like any other person in the world. In any place in India, have you heard, now all of you all are sitting over here, have you heard that in your colony there are at least 5 drug addicts? Have you ever heard of this? Never. Why? Because the children are understanding that there is studies to be done. They have been literally thrashed and all that, and they have been told you have to do your studies and you have to go ahead in life. When you don't have money, at that time you will make this happen. See that movie 12th Fail or something like that. I have not seen. Go and watch it to understand how this works. It is when you have, that time your child is going to become the biggest duffer on earth. And that is the reason why don't have these kind of things, oh, I have to give my children the best in life. No. Don't give yourself the best in life. Kick your own ass if you have to. Do some work around yourself. Already, I have to teach people how to write their LinkedIn profile. So please understand this, and very, very important for you to know. It does not know the practice which is of the nature of its own well-being. So this one which is there inside the obligatory task, you feel I have to do it. For what reason? You do not understand what is good for your own self. Who is telling these things? Dattatreya is saying. You don't understand what is good for you. And that is the reason why this trouble happens. So remember this, if there is something good for you, you need training. Now here I will give you 1 2-minute story about Parshuram himself. Parshuram's father was a very strict teacher, absolutely strict. There were 4 other brothers of his and Parshuram. Among these 5, Parshuram was the most diligent and the most dedicated person. The other 4 were average. They would do what they have been told to do. And his father was the teacher. He had his own Gurukul. Okay? His own Gurukul. So he taught these children. Now, dedication and devotion to the Guru is so important. So there was a king in that area. A king. Now it so happened that Parshuram's mother would always go to the river to fetch water for the ashram. One day when she goes over there, she sees there are people taking a bath. Okay? And these people have a problem in their life. What is the problem? Some of them have lost their fingers, some of them have lost their feet, some of them have lost their, different parts of the body. When she looks at them, she realizes that everybody is suffering from leprosy. What is the disease? Leprosy. When leprosy happens, all your fingers and all get knocked off. She feels very sad for them. And amongst them is this king. And this king is very handsome, no doubt about it. But he has also started losing his fingers and all those things. She feels pity on this person. And then she says, where do you all stay? They all refuse to tell her where they stay. So she goes, hides behind a tree and watches these people after bath where they are going. So they go secretly to a place in a cave somewhere. So she comes inside over there. Now she is a lone woman. Parshuram's mother. So when she goes over there, she says, you know what? Is there anybody to take care of y'all? So they say, no, we are ourselves doing most of the jobs. She says, no, I will come here every day and help you. And she helps this person. Now, her husband comes to know about it. You are going to meet some other men over there? That is not a good thing. You have not even told me. And you are going to try to help those people? So, naturally he is very upset about it. So that day, when she comes from there, all his sons are in front of him. And he tells them, your mother is not doing the right thing. I want you to chop her head off. How can somebody say like this? They refuse. They refuse to even do anything like that. They said, that is our mother. You can't tell us to do like this. What kind of a husband you are? They start talking like this, not realizing that they are talking to a guru. At that time, Parshuram is not there. Parshuram has gone to the jungle. He is coming. So when he comes over there, his father, who is his guru, says to him, your mother has committed a crime. I want you to chop her head off. He does this, takes his battle axe, you remember he has an axe, straight away chops off his mother's head. And his guru, who is his father, says, I am very pleased with you. So then he says, Gurudev, I have an ask from you. He says, you can ask anything because you are the only person who has listened to his guru. What is it? Can you please bring my mother to life? Of course. His mother is back to life. Now this story sounds very weird, isn't it? How can a person do like this? No. The answer is this. After he brings her back to life, he tells his son, do you know why this was required? The same thing was done with Vishwamitra, who was his friend. Remember this. His father's friend. Now, why has he done this? The tendencies of the person of getting lost in the world, have to be removed first. You can't be roaming around all over the place. Now, as that person's mother, she can go and help him. That's not a problem. So, the whole problem is sorted out. The Guru Shishya Parampara is maintained by Parshuram himself. Later on, his father says, you know who is the best teacher in the world for you, so that you can learn martial arts. Because he knew that his son is going to become a very great master himself. Your job is to go and learn in south of India, in this place where we are just now. So Parshuram goes over there and takes training. Later on, all that thing happens. His father is killed, all these things happen. I don't want to go into the depth of the story, someday I will tell you. So let us come back to our own world. Why was I telling you this? Parshuram never thought that it's an obligatory task. It has to be done, it has to be done. It's a Guru Adesh. If Guru's Adesh is this, you have to follow it. You cannot question it. You are only supposed to follow it in the way it is to be followed. But today's day and age, people have a lot of difficulty. If I tell them, go and do this, later on I will do. I have some other work to do just now. You can't do that. You have to chop off your mother's head means you have to chop it off just now. You can't wait for tomorrow. So, this is the way in which the Guru Shishya Parampara goes. To find such a Shishya as Parshuram is very difficult. So, when we are doing this scripture, it brings this story to my mind. So, we will do one more verse and let us see. So, we are doing Tripura Rahasyam chapter 2 verse 37-38a. It acts in a different manner repeatedly and again attains to delusion. This mankind is such a kind has indeed become senseless by the poison of obligatory tasks and is burnt by the terrible ocean of poison from time without beginning. Now what happens to the person? You know, many a times in our India at least, I don't know abroad, in India, most of the marriages are arranged marriages, so-called. So the parents will say, oh, you have to get married to him, or the boy is told you have to get married to her, and then they get married. Now when they get married, my mother made me marry this person. See the whole point, how when they talk this way. My father and mother made me marry this person. I am forced to get married. Is there anything called destiny there? Written by the Lord? Or no? Your father and mother are only instances. They are only that pushing forward thing. You know, they are there kept for the purpose of doing what they are supposed to do. Or you think you have now to perform obligatory tasks towards your husband or your wife? What nonsense are you talking? We believe that all this happens by destiny. You agree with me? If it happens by destiny, you have to get married. Destiny will take you around on a merry-go-round also. Your job is to do your job. Whatever the obligations are there, you have to do. But never think, that somebody forced me to do this. Somebody never allowed me to do this. This is the way of getting out of obligations and thinking that you are some great sheikhs in this world. No. You are there in that place. You have to do those tasks, and those tasks have to be done without raising any query. Got it? When you do them, then the question of happiness or sadness doesn't even arise. Now I want you to think about it very simply. You get up in the morning, take your brush, put your paste on it. What task is it? Obligatory task? So called? Now I will ask you, do you like it or you dislike it? No, you don't like it nor dislike it. You have to do it. It is something which happens so naturally. You should see yourself in the mirror when you are washing your face. I think you can make a nice video film of it and put it on YouTube. It will get million views. Because your own face is miserable, early in the morning. So, it is a task which you have to do. There are no choices. Same thing goes for your bath. Same thing goes for when you take a whatever dump or whatever. And whatever hell that you want to do, you are doing it because it has to be done. I don't like it. You don't say those words, do you? So in the same manner as you brush your teeth, take a bath and all that, and eat your food, you have to live in this life without likes and dislikes. Not getting attached to it. What has to be done, period. I don't like this. This is not good. That is not good. This is like this. That is like that. What are you talking about? And incidentally, I was talking about the spiritual people. They want to run away to the Himalayas. Now we'll come back to the spiritual person. This food I don't like. I have never eaten this food. Really? No, I don't like this food. There is no question of like and dislike in the food. When you go to a place, now most of the ashrams, I'll tell you. Now if you go to Shirdi also, Sai Baba would make everything in one pot. One big pot would be there with the fire below, and he will mix everything and then take a lump and give it to you like this. Eat. What it contained, you had no idea, but you are supposed to eat it, period. Some people who are like Brahmins and I will not eat. They'll run away from there when it is being served. What are you talking about? We went to a place in Kolkata. There is a place in Kolkata. And this was many years ago. I think it was in the year 2009 or 10. We went over there and a funny thing happened. We went to this ashram. Now, first and foremost, a donation has to be given, some 20 rupees. So I had about 3-4 coupons with me, or 5 coupons, I don't remember now. And these people served the food on the floor. Not in Vaayale. What? No banana leaf. On the floor. And you have to eat from the floor. Now I'll tell you something. You know how difficult it is for human beings to eat from the floor? But this is how it is. You cannot have your likes and dislikes. Next time you go to Udupi Mata. Udupi. Any of you go to Udupi? Go to Udupi Mata and have lunch over there. You can't say I don't like this and I don't like that. You have to eat what is there in your plate. But when people come here, they have likes and dislikes. Well, you don't understand. This place is like that only. Eat it. Don't say I don't like. And every time, these likes and dislikes are going to destroy this whole thing. And some people feel it's an obligation. I have to eat, No. It is not about anything. There is no like, dislike. You just have to love it and eat it. You are doing it because it has to be done. So, he says, things happen to a person repeatedly. This happens. All this keeps on happening to you. Think about it. Now, as a parent, now those who have young children, every year, every single year, Now, I used to go to a Christian school, So every year we'll have teacher's birthday, principal's birthday, this day, that day. It is very common. In school, it is very, very common. Somebody's day is there. We are not talking about Children's Day. Children's Day is that November thing. No. We are talking about the beginning of the year only somebody's day is there. Okay. School day. Why? School day, that was the year in this day the school was inaugurated. So you have to go and celebrate that. It is a part of our life. You know that every year you have to do this. And yet you are going to feel bad about it. What is this? Every year they keep on asking money. Well, the school is going to ask you money. Be ready for it. Do it dispassionately. Just do it because it has to be done. Don't keep on pointing it out. Why I have to do this? There is no need to do any of those things. Saying, objecting or doing that. Yeah, you have to do it. You have to do it. Otherwise, why are you sending your kids to school? Do homeschooling for them. See, you have to do it. There are no choices. The school runs on the money that you give. The teachers get paid, the principal gets paid, they get to buy a lot of stuff for the children only. They are not doing it because they want to earn money and take it home. No. It's a different thing. I'm talking about good schools. Okay, I'm not talking about those leech or what you call those other schools which will suck your blood also. No, I'm talking about the normal, beautiful schools that are there. So, like that. So, it's an obligatory task. Every year it keeps on coming, isn't it? So, why are you pointing towards it? It has to be done. See, it's like in our celebration. Our celebration is there every year. What are the celebrations? We do Krishna Janmashtami, we do Guru, and Dattatreya Jayanti and some 2-3 others. Okay, Guru Purnima and all that. It is a part of our life. You are a part of this place. You have to come. You have to take part in it. I'm sorry, it is the same food that is being given because that is the food that is made. That is what is offered as Naivedya. God says, I want this food only. Okay? I can't give you fish fry. I can't give you chicken tandooris and all that. Okay? Sorry, that cannot be given during that time. But you have to eat vegetarian food and a specific type of food only. Why? That is the prasad. You know, every year this happens. There isn't a single year we have said, today, this year we are not going to do. Yeah, we do that. I don't have to actually issue out, are you going to come, RSVPs and this and that. No. It is understood. You have to be there. If you are a part of it, it is something that has to be done. So he says, because people think it's an obligation, he says the mankind of such a kind has indeed become senseless by the passion poison of obligatory tasks and is burnt in the terrible ocean of poisons from time without beginning. So from the beginning of your life, if you are doing just because it's an obligation, I have to do it, I have no choice. No. It's a duty. We have to do it. Don't have likes, dislikes, bad, good, this, that. No. It has to be done. It has to be done. And this is where Dattatreya is telling Parshuram, man should not get carried away by this task feeling nonsensical about them. No. It is a part of your life. You are breathing. Do you say, oh, I like to breathe? No. It is a normal thing. In the same manner, there are these tasks and we all have to do them diligently. And so we have come to the end of verse 38a. We will stop over here.